In the Sonic series, Green Hill Zone is iconic, but in the Smash series, it's mid. I'm gonna fix it, but first let's start with what's wrong with it. Green Hill Zone is a big bowl of not dying. The collision is just wonky. This has always kind of been a problem in Smash, but this stage just highlights it. You just stop and slide instead of what seems like should happen, which is bounce in the other direction. That makes the middle of the bowl a little too safe, which is why the gimmick of the ground breaking in the middle is a very welcomed hazard, because then it turns the safest area into a very dangerous area, and this potentially can create a tense, fun moment. A side effect of this is that it pushes people to the sides, which might happen anyway because they don't have fun fighting in the bowl. But over on the sides are walk-offs, which tend to not be very fun. They kind of encourage you to not play the game or to play it very cheaply. What's fun about that? You kind of have to pick your poison. You want to fight in the middle where you can't die, or on the sides where you die at 20%. There's also these little posts that pop out, and if you attack them, they start spinning. They can damage opponents. This is an insanely random idea to turn into a hazard when you think about it. In Sonic, this thing's a checkpoint. An object of safety. Let's not put in any of the enemies. Let's not put in the ladybug. Let's make the checkpoint twirl around so fast it becomes hostile. Fixing Green Hill Zone. Don't worry, guys. I got this. The bowl design is fundamentally flawed. Throw it in the trash. We need to give it ledges. Let's give it some balance. Some real places to fight, and a little hint of riskiness. You know, a little gap can go a long way. Check it out. Look at that. The wideness gives more room to move. It's not cramped anymore. But you know what? Overall, I think this stage design is playing it pretty safe so far. So let's throw in some spice. It's time for hazards, everybody. The source material has a lot to work with. So first off, and pretty expected, you gotta have the fish. You saw that bridge. You know they gotta be popping up every once in a while. Not constantly. You know what I think would be fun? Little stuff popping up. Sometimes springs, sometimes spikes, and sometimes the big thing, get a load of this, the item boxes. They can spawn anytime, anywhere, but the thing is, you actually need to go punch it until it breaks, and then you get the power up. And it depends on the item. You can get the speed shoes, which makes you run fast, obviously, but also gets rid of a lot of your end lag on attacks. You can get a ring box, which heals you a little bit. There's invincibility, which is self-explanatory, and there's a shield, which absorbs a lot of the damage until it breaks. I think that's a big improvement over a big frickin' bowl, and I have even more ideas. I go into all this stuff in the full video. This is just the short version. I have other videos where I talk about Smash stages as well. See you in that video. Bye bye.